Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Some massive news for Billy Napier, the Florida Gator fans, as they land the commitment from four-star offensive lineman Peyton Joseph from the state of Georgia. And I'll get right to it. Peyton Joseph is probably one of my favorite prospects in this 2025 class on the offensive line, in a massive win for Billy Napier and the Gators for a couple of different reasons. One, you're getting an offensive lineman in Peyton Joseph that I think is extremely versatile at the next level. 6'4", 305. I could see him playing tackle. I think he slots in best on the inside, but you're getting a guy that has a lot of versatility, a ton of power in his hands, and most notably, going up to the state of Georgia and landing one of the top offensive linemen in that state. We had this conversation. Billy Napier doing a good job on the trail. We wanted to see them tick it up a little bit on the offensive line in the high school class. Peyton Joseph, a phenomenal way to start in this 2025 cycle. Again, one of my favorite offensive linemen I've had eyes on in this 2025 class so far. I want to get into Peyton Joseph, talk a little bit about what he brings to the table, and then talk about where Billy Napier is going in this 2025 class as it really is starting to get started. Before we do, just want to say thank you to you guys and a massive shout out to the Florida Gator fans. Many of you guys know my favorite aspect of talking college football, evaluating these guys coming from the high school ranks. It's really been a blast to cover this program on the recruiting trail. If you guys do enjoy the content, you appreciate the updates, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys have shown. The boys will continue to update you guys, continue to break down the commitments as they roll in for the Florida Gators. And without further ado, let's get into Peyton Joseph. And I think my favorite aspect about Peyton Joseph is how athletic he is for his size. At 6'4", 305, you normally don't see these offensive linemen have the athleticism and the movement skills that Peyton Joseph has. He plays tackle at the high school level. You'll see him get some reps at guard as well. He blends the ability to pass protect at a high level while also being just a road grader in the run game. Again, one of my more impressive film studies so far, getting a little sense of what Peyton Joseph brings to the table. You're going to see a phenomenal pass pro rep right off the bat where he kind of deals with a little bit of a stunt, and you see the lateral ability to change directions, be light on his feet. Really, really good in the run game. Low pad level, moving guys immediately off the line of scrimmage, has a really good get off and finishes blocks extremely well as well. Again, you see good get off, the ability to play in space, keep the outside shoulder free. You continue to watch his film, and I just think this is probably one of the most impressive reps you'll see. 6'4", 305, playing that right tackle spot. The feet that he has, the ability to anchor, the ability to mirror what a defender's trying to do and have that flexibility in the upper half. I mean, you take a look at boxes you want to check, the flexibility, the movement speed with the feet, how well they are athletic in space. Peyton Joseph checking all of those boxes. You continue to dive into the film, you're going to see a freaky get off too. I mean, gets off the line of scrimmage extremely well. A lot of power in that run game. Again, blending the ability to pass protect and move bodies in the run game at the point of attack. Another very impressive rep where you're just going to see Peyton Joseph and see like the athlete that he is. Let him get to the second level, use that speed. That is something that in my mind is relatively rare. You see a lot of big bodies on the offensive line at the high school level. They are big. They can overpower defenders sheerly with size. You rarely see offensive linemen who couple that with the ability to pass protecting space, the ability to work up to the second level and put bodies on the ground at the second level, linebackers and safeties. You see Peyton Joseph show that in the film. And again, taking a look, pass pro, the ability to move laterally, light on his feet, deal with the stunt, really polished offensive lineman that has all the tools that you want as well. Really good in space. Nice little kick slide there. Peyton Joseph is a really, really fun film study to watch. And you take a look at what Billy Napier's done in this 2025 class so far. Jalen Wiggins, somebody we already talked about, a guy that I probably think plays on the inside of that defensive line as his body continues to fill out, but a freak athlete for that size. Now you add a guy in Peyton Joseph. Your two top commits for the Florida Gators are along the line of scrimmage. And that is something that we were kind of pleading for Billy Napier to pick up on the recruiting trail. You scroll down, only 3 commitments so far. You got a really nice running back in Waltez Clark, Josiah Abdullah. It's early in the 2025 class, but it's nice to see Billy Napier starting to really build a strong class in 2025, specifically along the line of scrimmage. And we kind of had this conversation. It is very hard to find transfer portal offensive linemen, right? You saw Billy Napier try to do it in 2023, didn't really work out as well as you would have liked, and that offensive line struggled. In 2024, I think they did a better job grabbing guys like Devin Manuel. You don't want to be in that spot consistently, I guess you should say, right? You want to make sure you're getting these bodies out of the high school class, giving them the ability to get developed. I think Billy Napier and this staff are focusing on that in the 2025 class. I think it's evident with the resources that they are putting in on establishing the line of scrimmage. At the end of the day, football is a line of scrimmage game. You have to be able to control the line of scrimmage. I think Billy Napier's putting the emphasis on the recruiting trail to do so. We'll leave it at that. Again, appreciate you guys rocking with the fellas. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later.